So I'm out here on Moravian Street. I just came out of the back of my building. Every once in a while I come out the back, and that's near 17th Street. And these trash bins can be rolled around a lot, and whoops, there's somebody broke into some sort of you know, circuit board situation there, or transformer, or whatever it is. But these trash bins can be rolled around a lot, and for a time when I first moved here, people would block the back, that's the side door, which is technically a fire escape. There's a fire stairwell that leads to that side back door, if you will. It's like the side of the building where I live, but it's considered the back, I guess, of real estate in general, just the way our building has an entrance on the side on 17th Street. So anyway, I actually decided to say something because I was like, it's kind of bad if people, you know, if people need to come out of that back door or side door. In addition, Capital One takes up the first 2 floors, Capital One Cafe, and they do use it. And I think sometimes from time to time they'll take their trash out that way. And it's like, you can't block that fire escape, you know? So I just mentioned it, and they wound up putting in poles to make sure that trash bins couldn't be rolled in front of the door, like heavy trash bins. That way, that door is free to open in case anything should ever happen. Now granted, I started doing these videos, and there might have been people who didn't love, I used to live stream and I would come out the side, that back side door. So they might not have loved it, and they thought, don't come out here. And I'm not here, I don't, you know, I do care about the people who don't have homes and stuff like that very much. This is a new one, but it's probably because of, this is Bar Alley here. So of course it was St. Patrick's Day, and they just had a parade, so they got all this, what a wreckage, you know, here in the back of all the trash from whatever debauchery went on. So anyway, in the past, I would go out that way to avoid other people, and I would try to avoid catching anyone in the camera. I only had a phone camera for live streaming, and it didn't pick up everyone. It was a very narrow view. So I know what it's like to be really scared, not have a home, trying to figure out where to go to the bathroom. Believe it or not, you know, I'm 54 years old, so I'm only in a studio apartment. I have no car, I pay rent and food, that's it. We don't buy stuff, so so I'll wear the same clothes over and over and over again and over and over and over again until I'm in a better situation. So anyway, that's the story there. I stopped live streaming just because it was triggering my PTSD, and I know a lot of people would be like, you don't have it, you know. Believe me, we are talking. Whatever began in 2011 is so bad. Technically, I actually do believe I should be awarded a Medal of Honor. I know that sounds like it's hard to believe, but people knew what was going on for all those years, and a lot of people, people didn't talk to me. We won't get into it's like people had no idea, or they did and stayed away for 7 years. So anyway, over here. The Valley of I forget the words of that song, but we'll walk through Moravian. So go this way. So it's, I feel sorry for people in all the dirty jobs, as they say. They had that reality show where that guy showed all the dirty jobs and like what it's like to be in those jobs. Some people are compensated fairly well for working in dirty jobs, but still, you know, gross. I'm kind of curious how the brain has to be reprogrammed to handle all the trash from, say, you know, after a debauchery of a St. Patty's Day weekend blowout, you know. So for some reason, oh, they had scaffolding here. That's why. I was gonna say, it seems, you know, the street seems wider, but it's because there used to be scaffolding here for a while, and it must have been taken down. So it's like, wow, all of a sudden something opened up here. This is next to the Union League, which I often accidentally call the Junior League. So it's a little, you know, I kind of laughed at myself just because these people probably feel varsity-ish in nature, just because you have to buy a membership to belong here, and it's a special social club. You become a member, you know what I mean? And I'm sure they have a lot of neat things, and it's like, to me, it's old school networking. Like, you join these clubs and then people do business together. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's what comes off of this type of thing for me. I've never gotten to belong to a club. So I made it into an association, but that's because of hard work. And I had to make it, you know, I sort of had to show like things I accomplished. Which way am I going? We're gonna go this way instead for some reason. Okay, I have a lot of decisions to make in terms of which way I want to go. Here today, I thought about walking through the Macy's because it'll be closing, you know, by March 23rd is the word. That's what I heard on a YouTuber channel. A guy who does the retail archives, his channel kind of came up in my feed, and I was like, oh my god, he goes around to all these malls, and I grew up in Delaware, and he had one on the Christiana Mall, and he has King of Prussia Mall, he has Franklin Mall, which we know it as the Franklin Mills, but technically it's the Franklin Mall now. They got rid of the word mills, which is interesting because people might have used that word in various contexts, and they don't want to be associated with what a mill is, like modern human trafficking. So anyway, a lot of people are milled out and they don't know it, so we'll just leave it at that, for no or little pay, while doing the work that other people should be doing, or work that cops would do. So anyway, and they turn it into like social media instead. So I carry around a camera because of because of what began in 2011. Which way? So we just saw a little red Mini Coupe, and then there's a fire car for a fire station. I don't know what kind it is, like if it's EMT-ish or a special vehicle for the fire department. This is what we want to do. So we're here at Ritz-Carlton. So they have black flags. They have the residences at the Ritz, which are around the corner. I've been in them because I took care of someone's dog once a long time ago when they were brand new. It's soundproof in there. It feels like you're in a booth, as if you're going to record music. So your ears pop and everything. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know if it's